Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we are hopping in on week 12 of the Buffalo Bills season, and we are doing a fantasy style rebuild. We're going to take over the Bills and do whatever the hell we please, as it is going to be fantasy style. So I'll see you guys at the playoffs, more than likely. We should probably make it since we're already 7-3. Looking at the team, running back is definitely going to have to be an issue. Wide receiver is going to be an issue. Tight end, and then offensive line. I don't know how this team is 7-3. They must just be playing very well in real life. I'm gonna have to go through the depth chart and set it so that we actually get some players that I want playing, like Shaq Lawson and Daryl Johnson Jr. Ed Oliver playing as well as Harrison Phillips. The linebacking core is pretty decent, besides Alexander. The cornerback group in real life is very nice because I like Teron Johnson, Levi Wallace, and Tre'Davious White. The safeties are fine for now, but they will need to be probably traded away or upgraded upon within the next 2 seasons. This team's good and stuff. They're just in limbo of like that. If they don't start progressing now, they're probably not going to end up making any type of push. So, see you guys at the playoffs. So we do end up making the playoffs as we go 11-5. So we win 4 of our next. What was that? I don't know. I can't count. I can't add. Whatever. We went 11-5. That's all you guys need to know. We're just gonna auto upgrade all these players real quick. Got a message from a veteran player. Frank Gore's morale is up, apparently. Team leader and Dion Dawkins. $20 morale for the whole offense, so they should be up about 1 overall point more than what they are normally. Just gonna, since this is the first year, we're just gonna simulate and hope that we can win some games. We do win 28-24. Andre Roberts has a upgrade point, even though he's not that great. We do have Matt Milano with 5 tackles and a pick last week. Probably gonna lose to the 10-6 Ravens here, as we do 28-17. Yeah. I'll see you guys at the off season. The only 2 people I want to bring back is Shaq Lawson and Levi Wallace. I'll let Quentin Spain walk. I don't really want him as he is 29 years old. So all he will do is regress from here. But these are the only 2 guys I really want to bring back. They could be upgraded upon, of course. I'm just bringing them back because they'll probably be cheaper bringing them back now than letting them walk towards free agency. So in the first year of free agency, we are going big because there are a lot of people that aren't getting offered on. This is just the short list. This is the list, actually, of our negotiations. Cooper and Hunt are like the only 2 people that the Bills go after regularly with like big money in the first week. So since we are the Bills, we're going to be able to like just give them cheap deals to start off with. Cooper's not getting shit for a deal. Jones isn't getting that much for a deal, and I would love to bring him in. Fuller isn't getting offered. Peters, Eckler, Shelton, Howard, Collins, Zerline, Dorsett, Blythe, Jones Jr., Trevathan, Incognito, Gregory, Agba, Parks, Lee, Brown, Murray, and Perriman. Now you may say, why are you bringing in some of these older guys? They are bridge pieces, don't get me wrong, but as we are a playoff team, I may as well bring these guys in. And they'll, like I said, they'll just give us filler pieces for a year or 2. I'll let you guys know if anybody signs at the NFL draft. We are going to be picking up Tre'Davious White's 5th-year option. So we got a big haul in free agency. Some guys still didn't sign. We got Cooper, we got Hunt, we got Jones, we got Cooper, Hunt, Jones, Hooper, Jones, Gregory, Agba, Parks, Lee, Brown, and Murray. So I'm hella happy with this, especially with Hooper making what is it, like less than almost 7 a year, Jones making like 11 a year, but then these guys only making 550K a year. This is an awesome free agency class. This will put us along very nicely. Let's get into the draft. With our first round pick, we're going with a mid-third rounder. He just looks to be one of the best guards in the class, even though he's a third-round pick. And most other guards are already off the board, so we're going to take him now, especially since our best offensive guard right now, well, our second best offensive guard is like a 60, I think. So, gotta take one. Mellow Miles. 76 normal, though. Number 8 in the class, we took him at number 26. He's well worth it. He's going to be an immediate upgrade and start right away. We're taking a deep threat out of Delaware, 22 years old, Gerard Favors, wide receiver. He's a 68 with normal. Number 48 in the class, we took him at 58. He's whatever. With this trade, we're trading down to the Indianapolis Colts for a 3 and a 7 of next year. With this trade, we're trading down to the Green Bay Packers and taking a 4 of next year in return. With this trade, we are packaging 3 picks in the 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th for a 4th rounder of next year. We also have 2 more 6 and a 5 left for some reason. The Bills have been making a lot of trades for 5s and 6s, so we're going to trade those away as well. We're trading the rest of our picks away, a 5, 6, and a 6 for a 4 of next year from the Falcons. Looking at our draft recap, we only took 2 players. We took Gerard Favors and Mellow Miles. We're going to start Gerard Favors just for the fact that maybe he can get Rookie of the Year. Don't think he will because he is a 68, and there were some quarterbacks, so I don't think he will, but Mellow Miles will start just because of overall and because, well, we don't have shit at guard, so I'm going to move some people around on the roster, and then I'll show you guys if there's any trades, and then we will go over the depth chart, and then we'll get into Season 2. With this trade, we're trading 3 basically backups, Felicio, Trent Murphy, and Star Latula, I don't know. Guys that they thought were going to come in and make an impact right away. I moved Cody Ford to guard, as well as Mellow Miles, who's going to play guard. So Felicio is also like, I think, 29. Trent Murphy's 29. Latua, whatever, is like 30. And they all have like more than 5K cap hit. Some of them do have penalties, of course, but most of their contracts do end after this year. So we're trading them for a first from the Dolphins. So we released some people that had 1 year left on their 1 or 2 years left on their contract, just for the fact that I can take the cap hit right now and I can take the cap penalty. With us not really having that great of a wide receiving core or them being old, Gerard Favors is going to start. It's going to be the O-line for year 1. Not great, nothing special. Tight ends, I decided not to have Dawson Knox number 2, just for the fact that we do have Seals Jones on a longer contract, plus he is a better overall. Jakeem Grant and Robert Foster will be the 5 and the 6. I let go of Andre Roberts and Ray McLeod. Singletary and then Yeldon. We did not bring in a 4th running back. Josh Allen will be starting, of course. Shaq Lawson and Emmanuel Ogba are starting. I decided not to start Jerry Hughes as he is 32 years old. Levi Wallace did get moved up to cornerback number 1. I just want him to maybe get like more balls thrown his way, hopefully do something with it. I don't know if Micah Hyde was that superstar last year, but he is this year. Darren Lee is going to be our left outside linebacker. Matt Milano at right. Preston Brown at number 2 middle linebacker, and Vosine Joseph will be both our backup outside backers. Randy Gregory's in there, as well as Harrison Phillips on the D-line. Long snappers, like you guys know, I like putting tight ends there. Here's the rush ends. They do flip, since they're better overalls when they flip. Well, actually, Agba goes down 2, but Lawson goes up 5, so I thought it was worth it. In the slot corner, we're going to have White, Joseph, and Eric Murray. At wide receiver, we're going to have Favors, Brown, and Grant. Running back is basically just whoever's best at the position. Sub linebacker is going to be Edmonds, Milano, and Lee, of course. So that is the depth chart for season number 2. let's go ahead and get into it. I will see you guys at the midseason mark. At my midseason mark, because I like stopping it on week 8 so that I can trade anybody if necessary. We have 17 players to upgrade. We go ahead and auto upgrade them. We are 4-2. Contracts, Jordan Poyer is up. Probably don't look to bring him back. Matt Milano, Deion Hawkins, TJ Yeldon, Eric Rowe, and then some other guys that I signed in free agency. Don't really want to bring Jordan Poyer back, so I think I'm going to trade him right now. Matt Milano and Deion Hawkins I'm bringing back. TJ Yeldon I'm not bringing back. Everybody else I don't feel like trading, as well as TJ Yeldon. Don't really feel like trading him either. We're just going to let him run out the rest of the year. Jordan Poyer will be traded, though, as I do not want to let go of him. I want something in return for him. I know I said that I wasn't going to do this and give up Yeldon, but I am going to give him up just so I can finish off this trade and get this first-round pick from the Broncos of next year. So after simulating 3 goddamn weeks trying to sign Deion Dawkins, he still doesn't want to accept. I do not want to pay him like 10 plus mil, especially when I've seen what he develops into. He doesn't go above like an 82 because he only ever stays at normal. So it's kind of bad. So I don't know what I'm going to do about him. We might have to do just like a sign and trade and take the cap hit, like sign him to like a expensive 1-year deal and just trade him away, because I'm not going to deal with that shit of him not getting above like an 82 overall and me paying him like he's a 90. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I did sign Matt Milan to like a 7-year per deal. 7 mil per year deal. Eric Rowe, just not interested in any of these guys. So we end up making the playoffs. We get a first round bye. We went 12-4. Second best team is 7-8-1. So you can't really expect us not to have a decent record. Not playoff. Team schedule. Regular season. So we started off slow and we just won out basically after week 11. So after the last week you guys saw, because I was trying to negotiate with Deion Dawkins. Let's check out stats for our players. Josh Allen didn't have a great year. He needs to step it up or he's not going to get a contract. It's as simple as that. Kareem Hunt had a fucking amazing year. Apparently our O-line was very good. Gerard Favors was our best wide receiver. He was even better than Amari Cooper, which is strange enough to say. Sacks, not that bad. I mean, I can expect that from Niche. I can expect that from Dawkins. And then the inside, good job, guys. Like, those are pretty decent numbers for a sim, at least. Matt Milano and Tremaine Edmonds had a great year combined together. Shaq Lawson, Jones, and Agba had 10 or more tackles for loss. Ed Oliver did not. He had 6. Shaq Lawson, Ed Oliver, and Agba are all above 8 sacks. Interceptions, 4 for White, 3 for Hyde, 2 for Wallace, none for nobody else. That's strange enough. Forced fumbles, we had a combined total of, 5? We recovered 2. Would like to have a little bit better average than that. 2 block kicks, 1 for Hyde, 1 for Oliver, 1 safety for Agba. No defensive touchdowns. Kicking, Hashka did fine. 1 block, extra point, so he was technically 100%. One field goal block, so he was 90% from field goals. He had a decent year punting. Nothing special on the return game. I don't expect Rookie of the Year. I really, really don't. I don't expect any awards, to be honest. Yeah, no awards. How does he go 12-4 and get it, but every time I go 13-3 or 14-2, I never get it. Like, I don't understand that. Offensive Player of the Year, Kareem Hunt at 6. He is the highest running back on the list. Josh Allen at 9. Defensive Player of the Year, no Bills. Offensive Player of the Year, Favors at 2. We didn't have a defensive player. Josh Allen he's not even on best QB. Okay, how is he the best? How is he in top 10 for Offensive Player of the Year, but then he's not even the best QB? I don't understand that. Kareem Hunt wins Running Back of the Year. No wide receivers. Offensive lineman of the year, nobody. Defensive lineman of the year, Shaq Lawson's in there, so that was a good re-sign by us. Linebacker of the year, nobody. Best DB, Hyde was in there. Nice to see that. I don't think I saw White. No. Hoshka at number 2 for kicker. So, didn't win any awards besides Kareem Hunt, so hopefully he gets X Factor or Superstar within the next year. He'll probably get it at Super Bowl week. As this is only the second year and we are making the playoffs again, we are not going to jump in. We're just going to let the simulation do its thing. Hopefully we beat the Texans. We do not. Awesome. I'll see you guys at the offseason. Taking a look at development increases, Kareem Hunt does go up to Superstar, which is always nice to see. Matt Milano goes up to Superstar, and that looks to be it. But Matt Milano and Kareem Hunt both getting Superstar is very nice to see, as Matt Milano did just re-sign with us as well. We are going to be franchise tagging Deion Dawkins. It will be a tag and trade, basically, once we can trade him. We are going hard in this free agency as well. Dalvin Cook's getting a $500K contract. We are going after Richard Sherman for like a 1-year deal, just to bring him in, see if we can bring him in, set him in, play, and just try to get to the playoffs and win some games. Keanu Neal is going to be our new starting safety, hopefully. Leonard Fournette, Jordan Howard, a backup running backs, if anything, or even fullbacks. Kenny Stills on a 1-year deal. Jabril Peppers, if anything, will take over at free safety for Micah Hyde, because he is 29, 30. Delaney Walker, backup tight end. Will Lutz, kicker. Jordan Lewis, some corners in here, some linebackers, some wide receivers, some O-linemen. Just a whole bunch of people that we only can pray and hope for will sign that contract. I'll see you guys at the draft. So we did get a decent haul. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but we did get Keanu Neal. We did get Jabril Peppers, Jordan Lewis, Garen Conley, and Sidney Jones. So Sidney Jones will come in and be our number 2 right away. Garen Conley probably the number 3. We could probably trade Levi Wallace now, but it will be a pretty big cap penalty. So the Niners did offer a little bit more. Dolphins went after him. A couple guys that we were going after, people did end up going after. These are all guys that didn't sign anywhere, which I'm kind of mad about because this is a right tackle that I wanted, a couple linebackers I wanted, a kicker, a punter that I needed, a tight end, a wide receiver, and a backup running back, but whatever. So with this trade, we are trading our pick at number 26, Deion Dawkins and Randy Gregory, for number 13 and number 27. So we do move back one spot, but we also do pick up another pick, as well as our pick is up right now. We are at number 4. Let's get to drafting. With this pick, we are going to left tackle. We do need one. We just traded our guy away. Bucket Bennett out of Oregon, 21 years old. Let's see what he has. 77 hidden. Number 2 in the class. We took him at number 4. Great pick. We are going to be trading up a little bit in the draft. We are trading our late 4th round picks because I don't have anybody on the draft board after the 4th round, which means most of these picks aren't going to be playing out to my standards. So we're going to be trading up for thirds and then hopefully taking the thirds and trading up into the seconds even. Hopefully getting some of the guys that I want. Jerry Hughes and a 6 and a 7 gets us into the 2nd round as well. Harrison Phillips and 2 4s get us up into the 2nd as well. With this pick, we're taking another offensive tackle. We're going to solidify those 2 sides. This guy's first in reps, so he should be pretty good. Out of Stanford, 21 years old, 6'8", at pick 13. He is a 79 with normal. He has normal depth trait, but he is number 1 in the class, so I'm going to be pleased with that. With this pick, we are taking a little bit of a flyer on a guy, Lee Callahan out of Alabama, 22 years old, slot. Let's see what he is. 70 normal, 32 in the class. We took him at 27, not bad. Taking a little bit of another flyer on a guy, Imani Spillman, 23 years old, out of LA Tech. Let's see what he has. 69 normal. Just going to take the rest of my draft board here. Will Bates, 70 hidden. Can maybe play guard for us. Gonna sim to the next two picks. We're not gonna do a quick cut or anything real quick. Just gonna sim to these next two guys. Hopefully, anyway. Lucas Allen, 68 normal. So he'll just be a backup piece then. Hopefully Witherspoon is still here. Devontae Dillard out of Jesus. He is no longer here. That's kind of upsetting. Doesn't look like there's anybody that I really want to take. So we're probably just going to trade these picks away actually now. Ryan Ulmer. He's not good at reps though. Cam. Nope. He's not good either. Deshaun Bennett. No thanks. Doesn't have the skills that I want. Yeah, okay. Pretty sure I'm just going to trade these picks away. I'll see you guys at the end of the draft. With this trade, we're trading with the Indianapolis Colts. They're the only one not offering us 2021 stuff. I don't really want 2021 stuff because that's just more shit I have to trade away. With this trade, we're trading with the Vikings. They're the only team really offering us anything. We're just going to do this all back to back. I'm not going to make cuts or anything in this part of the video. There's nobody I want to take, like I said on the last part of one of the clips. I just don't really want to take anybody. There's no point in me taking somebody if I don't want them. Let's go with the Rams. And then we'll just trade that 6th round pick away. So we did end up spending a little bit of money because of the draft picks, but I'm okay with that. Some of those guys will walk after 4 years. Others will still be on the team. We got our two tackles though. That's the biggest key thing, is that we did get our 2 tackles of the future, which is always nice to see. So going into the draft recap, pretty good draft for us. Got some depth O linemen, some decent guys that can come off the bench or anything, and then we got our 2 tackles. That's all that really needs to be said. Some of these guys are going to walk at the end of their contracts. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Other guys are definitely going to stay, a.k.a. the 2 tackles. With this trade, we are trading Jordan Lewis to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 2nd of next year and a 5 and a 6 of this year. Didn't have any room for him, so we're just going to trade him away. This is the team for season number 3. Probably wondering where Cody Ford's at. He's back up now. Will Bates has star or better, so he's going to play guard. So we have 3 rookies on the line and a 2nd-year guy. Mitch Morse could be replaced by next year because he is turning 30, or he is 30. Josh Allen is in his 4th year, so I should be able to pick up his 5th-year option. Maybe, I don't know. John Ross, Robinson, Callaway, all picked up in free agency, given the treatment of $550K contracts, as well as Jakeem Grant and Rhett Ellison. Now you're wondering, why is Jakeem Grant running back? Well, he's the 2nd best overall, and it'll give us more versatility. Omari Spillman's going to play defensive. Well, he's going to play linebacker this year because I think he could win Defensive Rookie of the Year, maybe. Jabril Peppers is going to move to corner until we get rid of Micah Hyde, as he is up to Superstar X Factor. So we have a lot of color on this team. I just need a left end and a left outside linebacker, and I'm pretty sure this team should be pretty good. Offense needs to step it up. I do need a wide receiver going into the next year. Sidney Jones will be our 3rd cornerback, as well as Jabril Peppers and Tre'Davious White are going to be our 2 slot corners as well, once you see on specialists. Didn't get either punter or kicker, so we had to go out and sign 2 guys. So that's that. A lot of this stuff looking the same as last year, except for new faces coming in. So let's just go ahead and hop into season 3. I'll see you guys at the mid-season mark. At the real mid-season mark, we are 2-5. Really? Cool. Our team was so much worse last year, and we were fucking 5-2 or whatever. No, 4-2. This year, we do have Tre'Davious White on the list of re-signs that we do have to go through. Cole Beasley, no thanks. Micah Hyde, Tremaine Edmonds, Josh Allen, and Teron Johnson. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die. So this is a weird state for Micah Hyde, as he is an 88 and Superstar X Factor, but like, at the end of the season, he's probably dropping to like an 84. Let's be real. So I think he's a guy we'll wait on. I think Tremaine Edmonds and Tre'Davious White we have to re-sign right now. They're both key pieces to this team. Let's just do that for Tre'Davious. Okay, he doesn't like that. I'll boost him up to 10 then. We're going to give you a 7-year deal because that will push you to 30 then. Please accept. Cool. He's only signed for 6 a year as well. What does Josh Allen want? 19 a year? Oh my god. We're going to have to look at his stats. But as of right now, I don't want to pay him that. That's fucking 19 a year. What does Micah Hyde want? He wants 9 a year? That's not bad. Not even that. 8.5? That's not bad. Trade him once he starts regressing, I guess. We'll have to look and see later. If he wants like a 2-year deal, I could do like a 2-year deal. I'll happily do like a 2-year deal, even if it's more expensive. Okay, so he doesn't like the length or the bonus. So the only guy that I can really negotiate on is Josh Allen right now. So I will see you guys at the playoffs. So we end up pushing back and getting into the playoffs, and we were the best team at 8-7-1. So that tells you how bad the division is now that the Pats are down. Just going to auto-upgrade everybody. Hopefully get them going for... Tre'Davious White has a new ability unlocked. Cool. Tip drill and universal coverage. Nice. So yeah, we definitely need to re-sign him. I mean, I was going to re-sign him anyway. Just, we definitely have to. Hopefully he gets up to Superstar X Factor as well. We're going to use some Coach XP as well right now. Linebackers could use a training boost. Or do we? Nah, we'll just save it for quarterback, actually. This is only the 3rd season, so we're just going to go ahead and simulate this first game. If we do make it to the AFC Championship, though, we will jump in. That is a fact. Matt Milano gets an upgrade point. Come on, beat the Colts. We do not beat them. 21-14 is the final score. Just going to auto-upgrade everybody. Just a bunch of backups coming up from practice squad. I will see you guys at the offseason. Okay, so we forgot to run through stats as the Colts defeat the Saints. So it's not bad when you lose to the Super Bowl team. You don't feel as bad. Josh Allen still not having great years. It was an above-average year. Nothing great. Kareem Hunt, spectacular year. Jakeem Grant had an okay year. Receiving, Cooper went off. John Ross had a good year. Hooper had a good year. Callaway had a decent year. Not bad. Offensive line was piss poor, to say the least. Matt Milano, Tremaine Edmonds both had good years, as well as Jabril Peppers over 100 tackles. Ed Oliver, Tremaine Edmonds, Shaq Lawson, and Matt Milano all over 10 tackles for a loss. For sacks, Shaq Lawson and Chris Jones each reached the 10 mark. Ed Oliver and Agba at 4.5. Interceptions, 4 for White, 2 for Neal, 2 for Peppers, 2 for Hyde, 1 for Jones, and 1 for Callahan, the rookie out of Bama. Kicking, he was okay, nothing spectacular. Glad I signed him to a long-term deal. John Ross returned one all the way to the house for 101 yards. I forgot to look at the rest of the stats for defense. We'll go ahead and hop back into that. Forced fumbles, 2 for Neal, 1 for White, 1 for Preston Brown. Recoveries, we only had 2, 1 for Brown and 1 for Neal. Block kicks, 1 for Chris Jones. Safeties, 1 for Matt Milano, 1 for Ed Oliver. Touchdowns, 2 for Tre'Davious White. So out of his 4 picks, he returned them twice. That's always great to see as well. Forgot what, you know what, we're not going to hop into that. 11th in offense, and I think it's at 7th in defense, so not bad. We were an above average team, so I don't know how we went 8-7-1. A 69 overall, almost won league MVP. Jesus. so did almost Nick Mullins with the Saints. What the fuck is that? NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Not NFC, AFC. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Josh Allen at 4. No other Bills. Defensive Player of the Year, Matt Milano at 5. No other Bills. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't think we had any besides lineman. No, we did not. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Spillman at 5. Callahan at 7. Best QB, Allen at 7. Best running back, Hunt at 4. Wide receiver, Cooper at 4. Lineman, nobody. D-line, Lawson at 5. That looks to be it. Linebacker, Matt Milano at 4. Nothing else. Defensive back, White at 3. Kicker, Lockhart at 6. So, we had some people on the list, but couldn't quite finish. Let's go ahead and re-sign some people as well. Tre'Davious White, as well as, who the fuck is it? Micah Hyde. Micah Hyde is down to only an 87, so yeah, we definitely need to bring him back. Josh Allen, I think I'll bring back on like a 1-year deal, and then we might just trade him. We'll take the cap penalty and just trade him. Maybe if he'll load in to Tre'Davious White. We're just gonna, if anything, I'll just overpay him. And make sure we get him right now. So 12 per year on Tre'Davious White, but is well worth it. Micah Hyde, fine, I'll give you a 3-year deal. He wants 3 years, 20 mil. Is that all you want? Is that really what you want, or is that not what you want? Because if that's not what you want, then this is really going to suck when I have to franchise tag you. It said, oh my god, it said the fair deal was fucking 3 years, 20 mil. That's so dumb. So yeah, we're just going to sign Josh Allen to an expensive deal for 1 year. Cool, Josh Allen thinks he's going to test out free agency. 34 mil or 13 mil. Fuck. I think we'll have a better chance of just re-signing Micah Hyde in free agency. So, we got to Fuck. Dude, I don't... Because if it's a weak QB class, then letting Josh Allen walk just really fucked over this rebuild. But I think I'm going to have to go with Micah Hyde. I'll show you guys any negotiations I make. With this trade, we're trading away basically 3 backups for 2 firsts. Callahan just didn't progress enough, as well as Spillman. Levi Wallace, I have people for cheaper. Why not get rid of them, open up some contract space, and get some new negotiations going? So I'm going after a couple guys. Most of these guys are 500K contracts. There's only one guy I'm really going after, and it's Roquan Smith. If we bring him in, pair him up with Tremaine Edmonds, pair him up with Matt Milano, that's one of the best linebacking cores ever seen. So I'm going to do it. Jabril Peppers also got superstar. We are going after Darius Slay for 550K contract, as well as Dante Jackson. If we get either one of these guys, it's a shutdown cornerback group, like it is. Michael Gallup, Kerryon Johnson, Josh Allen we have to pay. I forgot to take auto scouting off to be able to look at QBs during this week, so we kind of have to pay Josh Allen. Will Lutz, MVS, Marcus Davenport, Kiki Coty, Josh Rosen as a backup, and Josh McKenzie, 1 mil a year fullback, who has star development, so it's not bad. So big news here. We got Rosen, we got McKenzie, we got Roquan. We did not get Josh Allen, so he's out. MVS did sign with us. And then people are offering on Darius Slay, as well as Dante Jackson, as well as Michael Gallup, as well as Kerryon Johnson, and Kiki Coty. Cool. Kind of want to go after Dante Jackson, though. As well as Michael Gallup a little bit. I don't know. I'll let you guys know if I do. So update, we are going after Jackson and we are going after Gallup. I was going to go after Slay, but he's like 13 and a half. No, it says 12.8, but if you want to be number 1 at like 105 points, you have to pay like almost 14.2 a year. So I was like, why not go after Jackson and I can pay like 10 a year and keep him for a couple years. So we're going after Jackson, we're going after Gallup, we're going after Jordan Reed as a backup, we're going after Will Lutz again, and we're going after Marcus Davenport. Please, somebody fucking sign. Gallup rejects, Dante Jackson accepts. Cool. We are going to accept the 5th-year option on Ed Oliver. Pushes contract talks 1 year back. Cool. So looking at my signings, we did sign Roquan, we did sign Dante Jackson, Will Lutz, MVS, Chris Boswell, Josh Rosen, and Josh McKenzie. So we do need a QB. There's one on my board. Hopefully we can get him. Let's start the draft. With this trade, we are trading up all the way to number 1. We are at number 7, but their top need is QB, and there's 2 other teams before us that need QBs. So I feel like the QB would go. Conley, Daniels, and Ford are all backups at this point. So there's no point in keeping them. So I am trading up to number 1 right now. With this pick, we are going Mario. Yeah, that name on the board. He just looks like the best QB available, and we need one. If he's not that good, Josh Rosen starting. Simple as that. He's a 74 with normal. Nice. With this trade, we're just going to start trading up in the draft. There's a decent amount of guys that I want, so I'm going to trade up right now to try to get the picks, and then we'll slowly accumulate the guys as well. Dean Lowry, a 3 and a 5, get me a 1 in this year as well. With this trade, we are trading up again. Mitch Morse, a 3rd and a 4th for a 1. With this pick, we are taking another tackle. Now, you may be saying, why are you taking another tackle? I'm going to move him to guard. As of right now, we have Mello Miles and we have the other guy. But I'm going to take these 2 tackles and I'm going to see how good they are. So, Marcus Coleman. 79, normal. That's what I'm talking about. With this pick, we're going Connor Rayner out of Miami. Hopefully he can be a guard as well. 77 hit, number 4 in the class. We took him at number 9. Another great pick. With this pick, we're taking Kyler Allen, UCF speed rusher. 76 hidden, number 23. Not number 23. 23 years old, 7 in the class. We took him at 13. With this pick, we're going Rico Childress. 6'5", 21 years old out of Bama. Let's get it. 73 hidden, number 14 in the class. We took him at 15. With this pick, we're taking another speed rusher. I don't think he's going to be as good, but he will be good depth, and I think he might have a hidden dev trait. Seth Grant, out of Central Michigan, is a 71 normal. That kind of stinks. 29 in the class. We took him at 19. We are taking one final guy at number 26 overall. He's a DT. We don't really need him, but I think he's good enough where he can come in and be a backup. Jamison Kelly out of LSU. What are you? 68 normal. Whatever. A 2nd, 3rd, and 4th gets us a first-round pick from the Cowboys. We are going to use this for next year, as it is a next year pick. A 5 and 2 6s gets us a 4 next year. 2 6s and a 7 gets us a 5 next year. With this trade, we're trading our 7th of this year for a 6th next year from the Falcons. Looking at the draft recap, we did phenomenal, in my opinion. The quarterback fell flat with not having a dev trait, but everybody else, down to Seth Grant, was absolutely spectacular. Everybody had a dev trait, and they were pretty decent overalls. If I was really banking on Grant and Kelly to have dev traits, but they didn't. They have normal, so. But these 2 guys will probably get moved to guard, and then Mello, I forget his name. Our guard that's right now at the 79 overall is going to move to center probably. He's going to start over Agba probably, and he will be the 2nd wide receiver, and probably even slot, just so that he can get probably Rookie of the Year. So, or even the quarterback can. Okay, looking at the team, it looks pretty good. Like, offensive line looks phenomenal for how young it is. Like, Miles is the oldest, and he's only 3 years out of the out of the out of college. Our tackles are only in their second year, and our rookie guards, so are rookies. Wide receiver looks okay. Fullback looks good. Running back looks very good. Wide receiver, Amari Cooper's up to superstar X Factor. So that's pretty good. Defense. Look at all the color. Kyler Allen is supposed to be starting. Davius White, Jabril Peppers, Dante Jackson, Sidney Jones, Chris Jones, Shaq Lawson, Ed Oliver, Roquan Tremaine, Matt Milano, Micah Hyde, and Keanu Neal. The only reason why I don't even try to get rid of Sidney Jones at this point is because Jabril Peppers is going to take over from Micah Hyde once he leaves after this season. This is basically like a one-hit wonder right now. This is basically like we have 1 year, let's win right now. Special teams, Chris Boswell is our punter. Will Lutz is our kicker. Dawson Knox, long snapper. All this is somewhat the same as last year. The only thing different is Jabril Peppers is going to play outside this year. Sidney Jones is going to play slot number 2, as well as Devin McCourty at number 3. Edge rushers Kyler Allen there, Roquan Tremaine Edmonds, and Matt Milano at sub linebackers. Childress in the slot, and then Kareem Hunt starting running back, of course. We are an 85 overall, 83 offense, 88 defense. We need to win this year. I think we can do it. Let's get to the midseason mark. At the midseason mark, we are 3-4. The only 2 people that I can recall that we really need to re-sign is maybe Micah Hyde. Devin Singletary's here, but I'm not real interested. Oh, never mind. Just Micah Hyde. Okay. So Micah Hyde is the only person. Now, how far does he drop is the real question. So I'm not even going to attempt to pay him until, he's only worth 6. I could do this, and I could take the cap hit after a couple of years. Screw it. We're re-signing him. Okay. He wants a bigger bonus, which is fine, but we'll get to him. Everybody else I'm fine with walking. These are all backups. So, and most of them I signed in free agency. So, I can probably get better in the next free agency anyway. Let's get to the playoffs. So this is a sad year. This is the first year that we do not make the playoffs, as the Jets went 13-3. The Pats went 8-8. So in our 4th year, we do not make the playoffs. Let's look at stats. That rookie QB really is that bad, hopefully? Oh, fuck. He's not great. Damn. Really should have brought Josh Jackson back. I mean, not Josh Jackson. Josh Allen. Kareem Hunt had another good year. Childress had a very good year, but he won't win Rookie of the Year because we had a rookie QB. So he'll probably win it. Sacks are down from last year, but not down enough. Sacks, we just weren't forcing any pressure. Jones, Allen, and Roquan had above 10 tackles for a loss. Picks are down, but overall are up for the team, I think. Forced fumbles are down. Recovered fumbles, 2. Blocked kicks, 1. Safeties, 1. And touchdowns, 0. Kicking was good. Punting was fine. Kick return, nothing special. And punt return, nothing special. Let's look at yearly awards real quick. No Bills in MVP race, as Allen almost wins it at number 3 with his new team, the Bengals. He wins Offensive Player of the Year for the AFC. So that kind of sucks. Defensive Player of the Year, Roquan at 5. Our 2 rookies were 1 and 2 in Offensive Rookie of the Year category. Kyler Allen won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Best QB, not us. Best running back, not us. Kareem Hunt, 5. Best wide receiver, Nobody. Best O-line. Nobody. Best D-line. Chris Jones at 3. Best linebacker. Roquan at 1. Best corner. No one. That is cool to see Will Parks on there after we traded him away. Will Lutz, best kicker. And Lockhart went to the Dolphins as well and was on the list. Good for him. So we either need to A, find a QB, or B, we need to switch playbooks. So all we have to really do is re-sign Micah, but if we don't want to, we can probably end up just letting him walk and having some extra money for free agency. Not 100% sure what I want to do yet. Quick look at the team to see if any development traits were increased. The QB did not get it. Neither did the wide receiver. Nobody else got anything, it looks to be. Roquan did not get upgraded. That's kind of upsetting because he deserved it since he won linebacker of the year. Kyler Allen did not get upgraded after winning defensive rookie of the year. Come on, like, oh, that sucks. Micah Hyde is the only player that I need to retain. And what is he down to? Because I did not look when we were on defense. He's down to an 83. Fuck. I think we're just going to let him walk. Like, I don't think there's a reason to bring him back. So Jabril Peppers will be moving to safety. I'll let you guys know of any negotiations. Then we'll get on to the draft. And then we'll get on to Season 5 and our final season. So we're only really going after 3 guys: Rashawn Gary, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and Earl Thomas. We are probably going to be trading Shaq Lawson. So, who knows? With our first pick, we're going Keith Taylor out of Ohio State, strong arm QB. Let's hope he has a dev trait. He does not. Fucking Christ, dude. Kill me now. Jesus. With this trade, we're trading a 1. Our next 2 first-round picks and Shaq Lawson for Khalil Mack. We're going to win the Super Bowl this year. It's as simple as that. With this trade, we're trading back with the Bears. We need a first-round pick to get this next trade happening. Okay, so we are back. Here's the depth chart for the most part. Basically same as last year, to be honest, besides addition of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Rashawn Gary. Kyler Allen just isn't progressing enough, and I want stuff now to happen. Look, this is last season. There's nothing else for me to really say except for that. QB needs to come out and play. Wide receivers need to do good. And other than that, like, we just, I don't know. Let's do DB training, wide receiver training. Nope, don't have enough for wide receiver training. Let's just do wide receiver and then leave it at that for now. I don't know if I showed you guys all the trades and stuff. We didn't really make any moves during the draft. I was trying to trade up in the draft to get a higher pick so that we could trade some of our backup pieces for a great wide receiver. Couldn't quite do it. Nobody really wants anybody that I'm offering. I even tried guys that were in there like last year, their deal. Like, Julio's like an 87 now, and I tried to go after him, and the Falcons still don't want to give up on him. So, I'll see you guys at the midway mark. Okay, so at the midseason mark, we are 4-3. I was just looking at negotiations and stuff. If we were doing another year, it would be pretty nice, though, because Ed Oliver and Mello Miles are the only 2 guys off contract this year. So that would be extremely nice if we were doing it, because Jakeem Grant I replaced with John Ross. Demarcus Robinson, Jamal Williams, and everybody else are just backups. The only person I would even consider is Marvell Tell, but from the looks of it, he's probably asking for over 3 a year, which I could probably just let him go, and I could probably get him for $550K in free agency, if not somebody better. So we're going to sign these guys just in case. Ed Oliver, I'm going to lock him up with a long-term deal, 7 years, at just over 9 a year. Is Chris Jones one of the guys that I signed for $550K? I have no clue at this point. If he is, that's exactly why we can bring Ed Oliver back, and Mello Miles is back as well, since he is 24. Like I said, we are 4-3. Gonna spend a little bit more coach XP on probably two different positions here. Probably DB and D-line. Nope, don't have enough. Okay, just DB then. That's fine. See you guys at the playoffs. Hopefully we make it. So we do end up making the playoffs, going 13-3. Wow, we won out. I will even show you. Nope, not checking stats yet. Okay, looks like our QB had a hell of a year. Good for him. Team schedule, I will show you guys that I did not play any games and I did not force any. So within the first 6 weeks, we went 3-3 and then 1 out. Holy damn, that's incredible. I will take that all day, every day, as we just dominated some teams as well. Good to see. That's always good to see in your last year of doing a rebuild. We're going to upgrade players, spend some coach XP. Connor Rayner and Mario Dinapoli. Dinapoli? I don't know. However you want to say it. I didn't really want to pronounce it earlier, but I'm going to call him Dinapoli, as he had a pretty decent game in the last game of the year. Let's go ahead and check out stats like we were about to. Yeah, so he fucking balled. That's always great to see. 4,300 yards, 41 touchdowns, only 3 picks, which is incredible. 70 completion percentage. Kareem Hunt had a good year. He's always been having good years for us. Amari we put in the slot and completely balled out. So if he didn't have Superstar X Factor, which he does, he would have gotten it there, because he is easily number 1 wide receiver in the league. I don't understand why the O-line's still giving up as many sacks as they are. 80s across the board. Sacks are up. Kyler Allen had a bunch, even though he was coming off the bench, which is weird. Tackles for a loss, 3 people over 10. Ed Oliver, Khalil Mack, and Chris Jones, the 3 big names. 5 picks for White, 5 picks for Peppers, 3 for Roquan, 3 for Jones, 2 for Dante Jackson, and then 1 for Edmonds Neal and Jowan Williams. Nice. Jowan, whatever. Forced fumbles, 3 for Edmonds, 2 for Neal, and 1 for Mack. Recovered fumbles, 2 for Neal, 1 for Edmonds. Blocked kicks, 1 for Edmonds. He's getting it done all over the field. No safeties and no touchdowns. Really? No. Oh, 1 touchdown. Jabril Peppers. I was going to say no touchdowns off of, how many picks is that? Because it's 10, 16, 18, 21 picks. Yeah, I was like, there's no way in hell we had 21 picks and one of them wasn't on like their own 20-yard line. Kicking, Will Lutz was pretty good. The 1 kick would bring him up to probably like a 85, 86-ish percentage. He was perfect on extra points, which is awesome. Chris Boswell was decent. Nothing special in the return game so far. Yeah, nothing special, which is sad to see. But yearly awards. Sorry if you guys hear thunder in the background. That is because there's a storm outside now. Dinapoli almost is second for MVP. We are also second for Coach of the Year. No matter what your record is, it seems like you never win that. Offensive Player of the Year, Mahomes wins it, as Dinapoli is third. Kareem Hunt was 4, so had 2 guys within the top 5. Josh Allen at 7, just to let you guys know. We had no player, Roquan and Edmonds at 9 and 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year, we're not going to have anybody. Offensive Rookie, both, whatever. I got those mixed up. Second best quarterback, first best running back, first best wide receiver. Nope. Wait, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of our offensive linemen made best O-line. Khalil Mack is the only defensive line player that made it. No linebackers. Corners, Tre'Davious White, Jabril Peppers, both made it for defensive backs. And kicker, Will Lutz does make it as well. Always great to see. Always great to see. Gonna spend some coach XP, and then we'll simulate to week 2 of the playoffs anyway. We'll simulate to whatever round it is. So we are here. We are going to take on the 10-6 Denver Broncos. I'm gonna hop into Super Sim. I'll show you guys probably the last 30 seconds, unless I jump in. If I jump in, then I'll show you guys all of that. But if I don't, then I'll just show you like the last 30 seconds before the final score. So we ended up dismantling the Broncos. I did not have to jump in even once, which is always good to see. Khalil Mack apparently had a decent game. Good for him. 4 tackles, 2 sacks. I mean, nothing great, but good to see him making an impact. Is that fucking Cam Newton? I think that was Cam Newton as their quarterback. Of course they bring in Cam Newton. Why wouldn't they? As the ball did not get moved at all. Like, we had 132 passing yards and 214 rushing yards, and that's it. And they had like less than 200 combined. Denopoly celebrating apparently. So yeah, 27-0. I'll see you guys in the next game. So we are taking on the 10-6 Cleveland Browns. 83 overall. They're gonna cheese us and they're gonna win in Super Sim. It's as simple as that. Let's be real. See you guys in the game. Okay, it either ends here with me. Well, it's gonna end here with me. Either way, because I'm probably gonna throw a pick on this drive. Let's be real. So, minute 20 to play, no timeouts. We have to drive 80 yards for the touchdown if they give it to me. Yeah. We are going the 2000 homes because if we do make the Super Bowl, I'm wearing the 1990 homes. That's for damn sure. Go, Hunt. Fuck. I should have usered him and told him to go upfield. Mac Wilson with the sack. Okay, apparently I can't audible. Oh, cool. Called a screen. I didn't mean to. Oh, the top plays a screen. That's why. I was like, excuse me? And Myles Garrett with the sack. There's no chance in hell that we win this now. So it ends with me taking 3 straight sacks. Awesome. Unless, yeah. Even if he went up and got that, it's 5 seconds left, so that's it. Yeah, I know it technically ends with me. I should have let the game play out and all this and that, but oh well. Sometimes you can't always win the Super Bowl. If we make the playoffs, I think 4 out of 5 years. It's not bad. So I'll take it. It's not completely terrible, and with the way this team is constructed, you could probably go another 3-4 years easily, because most of the guys are like 27 at this point. You could probably go 3 years, and then you'd have to probably go back into rebuild mode. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, guys. Don't forget to turn on post notifications and all that fun stuff. We'll take a last look at the team, and then we will get out of here. This is the offense. This is the defense. And this is the special teams. Just all around. We have speed, we have talent, and everything. Quarterback did not work out in our favor. Offensive line is looking real nice now. Damn, can't wait to see what they were like in a couple years. Wide receivers, I wish were a little bit better, but it's hard to do when you're not drafting the best wide receivers. Defense looks incredible, to say the least. Jabril Peppers came online this year, and just, God. The only bad part is Matt Milano turning like 30 this year. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace.